Hey, thanks for stopping by. Do you guys like hot dog chili? Do you ever make it without the packet? You know, the little Chili-O or McCormick's or whatever that you use. I have a tried and true hot dog chili recipe that my mom has made for, in all honesty, probably over 50 years. Seriously, it's been that long. And of course, most people love what their mama makes, so I kind of have carried on that tradition. It's so simple. It doesn't take hardly any ingredients to make it, and it's delicious. I will give you the full recipe in the description box or in the comments. It only has salt, chili powder, pepper. This is smoked paprika. My mama uses regular paprika, but guys, I like the smoked better, so I did make that change. Tomato paste, ground beef, onion, and water. That's it. So let me get all this measured out, and we'll be right back. Okay, I turned my pan on to a medium heat. I have water. I have ground beef. Now folks, you can use what you like. This happens to be a ground chuck, which is 85/15. Let me turn it around this way. Normally, I like to use a 93/7, but I couldn't find any today. So, we're going with what we've got. Put that in there. Okay. I have my onion diced up. I have all those seasonings measured out. And I have my tomato paste. It just takes a second to get it all out of there, guys. Do you ever make chili totally from scratch like this? If you do, please let me know in the comments and tell me if your method is similar to mine. I'm just going to break this ground beef up, mix everything up, and we're going to let it simmer. Now you'll notice I did not brown this meat prior. That's where this recipe differs from so many other ones. Most recipes you brown the meat and you drain it and then you do all this. What we're going to do with this one is, as it starts to cook and the grease from the hamburger meat starts to come up, we're just going to get a big spoon and we're going to ladle all that grease off. And of course I'll show you how to do that when we get to that point. But for right now, folks, we have it on medium and we're just going to start simmering. And I'll be back in about 30 minutes or so. We should be ready to start taking some of that grease off in that time frame. At this point, we've been simmering for about 15 minutes, and you can see some of the juices that are starting to come up from the chili. We'll let it simmer a few more minutes, and then we can start skimming some of the fat off. Okay, we've been simmering for about 30 minutes, and as you can see, there's a lot of juice and grease that has started to come up to the top. And folks, I just have a big spoon. Use whatever type you've got, and I'm just going to get that right there. You can see that that is grease that is cooked out of the hamburger meat. Had we done it the other way, we would have cooked it and then drain it and then put it in here, and we wouldn't have had that. But you can see where this is a very, very fine and softer chili, and that's why that I choose to continue my mom's tradition of cooking it this way. I'm going to skim this multiple times and get all of the grease that I possibly can off of it. It'll probably need to simmer at least another hour That way everything is totally cooked and we get as much of the grease as possible off the chili. I'll show you as I go along how much of this that I do skim off, and then you can see the finished product and what it's going to look like in the pot. Okay. Is it still on? Okay. As you can see, this has cooked down. There's no more liquid in there, and it's a nice chili consistency. Okay. This right here is the amount of grease that I have skimmed off of this. If you remember in the beginning, I put 24 ounces of water in there and stirred it up, and I showed you various times through the cooking process as to what it looked like. This has been simmering hour, hour and a half, somewhere in that vicinity. Now, one thing that I did not mention whenever I was showing the ingredients, if you want to, if you like a more garlicky flavor, you can add some garlic salt or garlic powder or granulated garlic in here. It just depends on if you like a garlic flavor or not. That's entirely up to you. So what I'm going to do now is just take a package of hot dogs, whatever flavor you like, it don't matter. That's a habit, guys. I just can't help it. I always smell of everything because you never know. Anyway, just going to open those, put them in there, find another packet, put them in there and let them simmer until those hot dogs get hot. Throw them on a bun, add a little bit of mustard and onion, and guys, that's dinner. Or if you are trying to do a lower carb meal plan, all you have to do is throw it in a bowl. If you want mustard, spread some mustard on top, some diced onions, and that's fantastic. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tried and true hot dog chili recipe, and I'll see you on that next video.